Now you could serve this with vanilla ice cream, but why would you do that when you have a syllabub waiting in the fridge? This is delicious. It's full of flavour. So simple to make. It's a great dessert to have up your sleeve or have in the back of the fridge. Fantastic. And then, of course, you've got your pancakes. See, dishes like this are just the essence of Christmas. Mind you, no one celebrates Christmas quite like the Scandinavians. And with more than 150,000 of them living in London alone, their festive food is gaining popularity over here too. Bronte Orell has brought her family's Danish Yuletide traditions to a new London home. Today she's preparing for one of the biggest events in the Scandinavian Christmas calendar.
I'm baking traditional saffron buns called Lucia. We're doing this because it's the feast of St. Lucia on the 13th of December. A traditional St. Lucia festival, you have a lot of choirs across towns and cities in Scandinavia. Tonight we're going to have a choir at the Swedish church, and at the front of the choir there'll be a Lucia bride, a girl usually dressed in white with real candles in her hair. The festival is important because back in the day, in the old calendar, this was traditionally the darkest night of the year, and it was also the night where people believed that the evil spirits could roam.
Well, December 13th may mean evil spirits, but it also means heavenly food. To make her Lucia, Bronte dissolves yeast in lukewarm milk and then sprinkles some caster sugar.
While we're waiting for the sugar to dissolve, we can add the saffron flavour and colour. The colour, that is traditionally the colour to ward off evil spirits, ward off the devil.
To this potent mixture, she adds melted butter, flour, yoghurt and a whole egg. The dough mixture is now ready to be rolled out.
You want to have quite an even roll on this. And then you twist it from different ways into the traditional S shape like this. This shape is actually a really old Nordic shape. The S shape is the most traditional bun, dates to pre-Christian times. So that's why the Lucia buns have that shape. The final thing we do with the Lucia buns before they go into the oven is that we put a little raisin in each end.
The buns need 20 minutes baking, so there's time for Bronte and her daughters to make a second Scandinavian delicacy.
Right, so let's have a little bit of dough.
I'm making pepperkaka. It's like a ginger biscuit. A type of ginger biscuit.
Where do pepperkakas come from?
Scandinavia.
We're going to make 60 or 70 biscuits. That's quite a lot, isn't it?
I might want to eat a few hundred myself, though. This really smells like gingerbread.
Yeah.
And cinnamon and Christmas.
When the whole house fills with the smell of the Lucia buns and ginger biscuits that have just been baked, that signifies Christmas is here. Christmas is the most important thing to all Scandinavians. That's the most important time of the year to us. It takes us straight back to home, straight back to our mother's kitchens and straight back to snow-clad landscapes and log fires.
The baking for tonight's celebration complete, Bronte invites friends and family to share one more old-style Scandi favourite.
A smorgasbord actually means a laid-out table, and everybody sits around and makes their own little open sandwiches. It can take up to, a big smorgasbord can take up to 5 or 6 hours, where you sit and you start off with a herring, drink a few shots of aquavit to warm yourself up for the rest of the meal, take a break, then have some different kinds of fish, different kinds of salads, pâtés, and then your warm meats. But what brings it all together is that it's all about sharing time with the people you love. And we share Christmas and the Christmas spirit that way. It's wonderful.
But they haven't got 6 hours to share this smorgasbord. It's nearly time for church. And that's St. Lucia celebration.
Okay.
This religious celebration and the food that goes with it provides all the congregation with a festive reminder of home.
The taste and the smell and eating the buns, yes, that do bring me back to childhood memories, and I think it does for most Swedish people, because you had them at school, you had them at home in your family, and the smell, you can smell. Now it's Christmas time soon, so it gives you that feeling.
Doing a Christmas the Scandinavian way is really, really simple. It's just about having really good produce, simply prepared, getting some friends together and enjoying good food with love from Scandinavia.
So you can find sticky treats wherever you go at Christmas time, which is fine by me, because I love them. It's hard to get away from these things too, so why not use them to make a couple of sweet desserts? Now, when you think of cooking a dessert for Christmas, you really want something simple that's full of flavour, and there's nothing better than a bowl of these, clementines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make two really simple desserts using these, one of which is a classic syllabub, and the other one is based on a classic crepe suzette, both of which are really simple to make. First up, the syllabub. Mix icing sugar and mascarpone cheese together in a bowl. Then whisk in 200 ml of double cream, little by little. It's one of the easiest desserts I think you'll make, and one of the great desserts for Christmas as well, because you can make it in literally 5 minutes. Now, it's nearly there now. You can see the texture changes. It almost resembles sort of half whipped cream. That's what we're looking for. For a really festive flavour, add some orange curd and the juice of 1 clementine. You just carefully fold it in, almost like a raspberry ripple, but with clementines and orange. You can have a quick taste. It's really good, that. Now, to put it into the glasses, use a piping bag. If not, you can just use a spoon and dollop it in. For this, no nozzle is required. Just cut a big hole in the bottom and fill the glasses with the mixture. And this is what I love about this dish. You can make this 2, 3, 4 days in advance, have them in the fridge, and you can see the texture already is just exactly how you want it. You've got this amazing syllabub. To decorate, slice some clementine and add sprigs of mint. And while they're chilling away in the fridge, it's time for some French inspiration. Now, another dessert that I wanted to show you, one that's equally quick and simple, is of course pancakes. Or crepes, as they say across the channel. Whisk together 125 grams of plain flour, 1 egg and 300 ml of milk. Add a knob of butter to a heavy base non-stick pan and prepare some greaseproof paper for when they're done. Add a little of the mixture into a hot pan and hopefully it won't stick. This is why you cook it in butter and not oil. Pancakes not in the pan for very long. The butter will give it a nice colour. Practice. Repeat the process until you have enough for you, your friends and family. Oh, and Santa too, if he stops by. Now, you don't normally associate pancakes with Christmas, but I certainly do. Because my mother used to make these and freeze them. She used to take them out of the freezer on Boxing Day, just let them defrost naturally, fold them over and make a nice little sauce, so often just with a little bit of honey and a bit of sugar sprinkled over the top. It's a great go-to dessert, this. But these days, I prefer something a bit more grown-up on my pancakes. My take on a classic French suzette sauce. Now, this would be so often done with orange, but we're going to use the zest of the clementines as well, together with the segments. Start by caramelising caster sugar in a non-stick pan. Add brandy, and if you're confident you won't set fire to your eyebrows, flambe to burn off the alcohol. Then add lemon and clementine juice, along with those segments and zest. But there's one final ingredient that really holds this sauce together. See, this is where it all went wrong, or all started. Throw the butter in. Keep it on the heat. And while the butter does its stuff, fold the pancakes into quarters, ready to be doused in this rich sauce. And then pour this over the top of the pancakes. Now you could serve this with vanilla ice cream, but why would you do that when you have a syllabub waiting in the fridge? This is delicious. It's full of flavour. So simple to make. It's a great dessert to have up your sleeve or have in the back of the fridge. Fantastic. And then, of course, you've got your pancakes. See, dishes like this are just the essence of Christmas. It's a good dish, that. Even if I do say so myself. A Clementine Syllabub with no-nonsense pancakes and a show-off sauce. Enough to bring Yuletide cheer to any table.